What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with our OTC Saturday video. We're going to be talking about five stocks that had a really good week this week, or actually four that had a really good week, and one that I think is going to have a good week next week. Um, Obviously, we're still watching ILUS, and we're still watching WOGI. If you missed the World Oil Group WOGI video, I put that out last night, so give it a look. I really think this thing has a lot of catalysts coming up over the next week or two, and could have a huge run going forward. Looks like the OTC market has kind of picked up, not really where it's left off, but it is showing some strength. Evidence is in just this stock alone. We're looking at Water Technologies International, WTII. As you can see, this thing closed at 0.038875. It was up 179, close to 180% on the day. Really didn't start his run till the afternoon where they came out with news. This is a water company through its subsidiary Great Water, who engages in manufacturing and distribution of technologically advanced atmospheric water generators. And in the PR, there are water generators which pull fresh, clean water, supposedly out of humidity or out of the air. These machines will be sold in retailers throughout Florida. So, not nationwide, but it's still a good thing. I still think this thing runs possibly to 5 cents. It has a really good share structure. If we take a look at the security details of this company, they have 2 billion authorized shares, but only 355 million in the float. Their outstanding shares is only 411 million, with 56 million, or right around 56 million, restricted. So really like Water Technologies International going into next week. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing push 7 sometime next week. So I still think this thing does have some run left in it. The news was good enough. Came later on a Friday, so I think all weekend long we're gonna see some mulling about this stock and people talking about this one. So would not be surprised to see this thing gap up and run strong on Monday, and that's WTII, Water Technologies International. Next stock we're going to be taking a look at is a stock that GVSI. This is a stock that had a nice run this week. Ran from under a half a penny to 0.01735. It was up 138% yesterday, and this is Good Vibration Shoes, GVSI. This is a custodianship play where George Sharp and his attorneys have filed to gain custodianship of this ticker. Looks like yesterday afternoon he put out a tweet stating that everything looked pretty good. Before he just mentioned that they were going for the custodianship of this ticker, said they don't know what they're going to find in the closets, but evidently put out a ticker yesterday that everything's looking pretty good. So I do expect this one to continue until we find out exactly what Mr. Sharp plans with this ticker. So I do like GVSI going into next week. Another runner that we had is GGII, Green Globe International. Now, Green Globe International, really popular on Twitter. A lot of people talking about this thing. This is a company that has vending machines with CBD cigarettes, different things of that nature. And this is through a subsidiary. GGII closed at 0.0133. Does have a little bit of a higher share structure. We have 5 billion authorized shares with 3.7 billion outstanding, 655 million restricted, leaving approximately 3 billion in the unrestricted. So a little bit higher of a share structure. This thing still moved very strong. Had a strong week, and with the action going on Twitter right now and in social media, I really anticipate this thing continuing into next week. Not really one of my favorites with the share structure. I do prefer WTII, and I do like GVSI a little bit better for next week, just seeing what we have going on. But this could be big. I would not be surprised to see this thing pushing 2 or 3 cents going into next week. Thankfully these tickers did come along, and we are getting some action back in the OTC. So that's all we really want to see. Another stock that has a lot going on and a lot of people talking about it right now is Umbra Applied Tech, UATG. These guys should be getting current very soon. We're waiting for filings and, for Umbra Applied Technologies. This is a medical group, has a really nice share structure of only 1 billion authorized shares. 76 million of them are restricted, so they have a 923 million float. Not too bad for an OTC stock. The company is very active as far as on Twitter, letting their shareholders know what's going on. So with the share structure, with them going pink current, some of the acquisitions that they've been talking about and what they plan on doing going forward, I really like UATG. I could see this stock making a nice move over the next few weeks. So keep a close eye on UATG. And last but not least, as far as OTC Saturday and what we're looking at, one of my favorites, this really hasn't moved yet, and this is FERN Corporation, FERN, closed on Friday at 0.0043. They have pink limited information. They do have the yield sign, so they did have they have posted their financials. We're waiting on pink current from OTC Markets. Again, this one has a really nice share structure with 2 billion authorized shares, of which the outstanding, we have 1.784 billion shares, of which 491 million are restricted. The unrestricted is 1.293631365, so a little over a billion and a quarter unrestricted shares. Really think this is a blockchain going into the future. So these guys are involved in blockchain, cannabis, and many other areas. They've made some big moves and acquisitions as far as people bringing them on, as far as officials for their company. They've been making the right moves, saying the right things. I really think at this price, this could be one of the next runners that we see break a penny going over the next couple weeks. So want you to keep a close eye on FERN, Fern Hill Corp. Now we're going to be going to the bread and butter of the portfolio right now. ILUS International, we expect them to be putting out their ILUS coin or distributing their ILUS coin next week. As we can see here in the share structure, still has a very nice share structure. Nicholas Link was correct as far as with dilution. There was no dilution going on. It was old note holders. So we're not worrying about dilution. We still have several catalysts in the pipeline coming up for ILUS. Obviously being pink current with many acquisitions in the pipeline, we're still waiting on some news for U.S. acquisition and many other acquisitions that they were talking about. So this is a long-term hold for me. This is something that I should probably will be holding through the remainder of the year. I think this thing has 10-bagger potential written all over it. So no change on my view of ILUS. Basically, my view has changed on the markets, but I think we're turning around here. So I really think ILUS International should basically begin the run that we all anticipated for that stock. And then last but not least, and my favorite going into next week along with WTII is WOGI. If you haven't seen the video, take a look at it. I put out a video last night getting into detail about World Oil Group. If you take a look here at the share structure, this will be all changed going into next week once they are pink current. We got a new attorney letter yesterday afternoon, so I would anticipate that by Wednesday, and I do expect the share reduction to reflect here on OTC Markets when they go pink current with an update. So this 4,998,500, so just a shade under 5 billion authorized shares, has been shaved down to 1 billion and will be shaved further. So that's very significant. And obviously the 765 or 766 million unrestricted shares to trade will be lowered as well too. So we have them going pink current next week. We have 2 acquisitions that we are waiting to be announced. We're waiting for the share reduction to show or be basically verified or updated on OTC Markets, and also looking forward again, like I said, those 2 acquisitions and a further share reduction. So plenty of catalyst for World Oil Group. I would not be surprised to see this thing at the end of next week trading double where it's at right now. Really like this stock. If everything falls the way the company says, this thing could be trading around 14-15 cents coming by the end of next week or early next week. So really like WOGI, World Oil Group. That's all I got for you today. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, please put them in the comment section below. We will have our watch list tomorrow. And as always, traders, let's get that money.